27 years ago, the Our Center started and was established by a group of churches who saw great need in Longmont that weren't being filled.
And it was a proud day, I think, in the history of Longmont when this happened, because the Our Center is truly a treasure. I think it's a model for what has been replicated throughout the United States.
Many people will ask themselves, why should I give to this capital campaign? And I can answer that personally. I honestly feel when I'm giving money to the Our Center, I'm not giving money, I'm investing it in our community.
88% of our donations go directly to client services, and that is a very impressive number. I think it'd be hard to find an organization that does better than that. The national average is 75%. So the Our Center is very efficient about how they use their money. And as a donor, that's very important to me, that my money is going to make a difference.
We plan to expand, and in that expansion, we purchased the building at 220 Collier. It's exactly what we need for our expansion. The space will fulfill those needs in providing additional programming.
The Our Center has 5 different buildings in 3 different locations. And just from a business perspective, it's inefficient. And what we hope to do with the new building is to transform those services and put them into one efficient facility.
We would consolidate our clothing bank. We would consolidate the 2 buildings that we have here on this particular campus. Storage is a real issue. The existing kitchen is getting dated. We're having many challenges, and the cost of maintaining the facility is starting to meet the law of diminishing returns. If we don't do anything, we still have a pretty significant capital investment we're going to have to make. And at the end of the day, taking a look at what we have now, it simply doesn't make sense to make that kind of investment.
It will be a total transformation of our services. Our services are pretty good now, we think, but we will be able to take our services to the next level.
I've been volunteering at the Our Center for 10 years. There's one gentleman that was homeless. He just within the last couple of years was able to get an apartment. And he comes in once in a while to say hi to me. So he's one of the success stories.
When I talk to business folks about the Our Center, and I explain to them that 75% of our clients are employed, they look at us in a different perspective. They realize that we're there for the purposes of making these people's lives better, not necessarily to give them a handout, because our organization is to help them get a hand up and to become better in what they do.
I'm a veteran of the Persian Gulf War. But the VA in Denver is very hard for me to get to. And so the Our Center has kind of picked up the ball where the VA has dropped it.
I came to the Our Center to ask for help for our utility bill. We'd been shut off. Of course, they helped us, so that was good. And I was able to move into this job. And I love my job. I love my job because it not only helps me know that I'm giving back, but I've been in their shoes. I know what it feels like to have to come and put the pride aside and ask for help.
Boulder County is the most expensive county in the state, and the Our Center will have to be there to help them survive here and hopefully become better and be able to contribute back to the community and to the Our Center as time goes forward.
So there's been research shown that in order to really be self-sufficient in Boulder County, you need an income of approximately $68,000 a year. So for many of our families or many individuals, minimum wage jobs or low-income jobs just cannot meet their needs.
It's been much harder to live in this community because the cost of living, and especially the cost of housing, has risen tremendously.
So them helping me to settle down and live in one place instead of 2 months here, 2 months there, has done a great deal to make me more self-sufficient.
When we measure self-sufficiency on a scale of 0 to 1,000, what we're looking at are things like, do people have a stable home? Do they have a job? Do they have any underlying medical conditions that may make it hard for them to be self-sufficient? What I love about the way we do business at the Our Center is that this demonstrates, are we doing what we say we are? Are we moving people towards self-sufficiency? But it also provides a way for us to critically examine our services and see how we can improve.
Many people did not grow up learning how to be self-sufficient, and those folks actually need extra support to progress and advance in their skills, especially in the area of housing and helping people to prevent homelessness and to stabilize their housing.
Poverty kind of makes your whole world tiny, and help from somebody else expands your world out again. You can just do a lot more things.
So the Hour Center, by doing this capital campaign, is really making the right decision for the long run in order to best serve the client population.
We have residents who maybe when they move out of the in-between, they need a little bit of help when they leave the in-between, and we don't have resources to help them with that, but then they come back here to the Hour Center. So we really couldn't exist without each other, I think. I think we're a benefit to the community.
Now the challenge obviously is going to be making it functional and practical without being elaborate. And that's what we really have in mind to meet the needs of the next 20 to 25 years.
You know, in this community, everybody cares about everybody. And that's why I'm so proud to be a mayor of a community like this, and just how valuable the Hour Center is. Without an organization like Hour Center, this community would really be hurting.
This is an opportunity for our community to once again step forward and to make this happen. So I think this is another time when people need to sort of open their hearts and their pocketbooks.